Yeah.
Then when we leave, you know how dogs get upset.
Good. We're going to come back through center and chin parallel again. Now, we're going to take our index finger to our chin bone and jut our chin forward and then press straight back. So it doesn't have to be elegant. Maybe you have a little double chin, that's okay. But we just want to go forward and back. Try not to lift up and down, right? Just straight forward, straight back. And what we want to do is get the ears over the shoulders. Oftentimes we jut the chin forward, we don't even realize it. So let's try that again. Jut forward and then push back. And then release your hand. Do you feel a little taller now? How did the neck and shoulders feel? Let's just take a nice breath across the chest. Really stretch there. Good, and exhale. Sitting tall. Imagine there's a string on the crown of your head, pulling up to your tallest height, and then lifting up out of your seat. Roll the shoulders back and around. Take a good breath in, and then exhale, roll the shoulders. Good. As you breathe, feel your ribs expand on the in breath and kind of collapse on the out breath. Feel the abdominal wall moving and working. Feel the ribs open out. Good. So we feel the belly expand, belly draw in, and then let's take it around the opposite way. So we're doing some nice lubrication of our shoulder joints, getting the muscles nice and flexible. And what we really want, especially if you have arthritis here, is to get blood flow right here to your shoulder joint. Excellent. Up and around. And now as you roll, let's take it one and then the other. And say to yourself something positive, something like, my shoulders are feeling light and easy, right? Something really positive. Try saying that. My shoulders feel light and easy. And then go the other way. So what we want to do is catch ourselves if we're saying some negative self-talk. Oh, that's our bad shoulder, right? Or my shoulders always hurt. Can you say something more positive? Just turn the dial. Notice that self-chatter and make it positive. Good. Now we're going to shrug shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale, melt them down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side out. Good. See if you can really create a bit of tension and then melt them down. So breathe them up and melt down. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale, melt it down. Good. That feels nice. Now we're going to, again, bicycle out, but a little more up tempo. So I want you to roll around in your shoulders like you would pedal a bike. Yeah. One and then the other. Because this one really, really lubricates the shoulder joint. Good. And then pause and go forward. Just a little quicker pace here. Definitely lubricating the shoulder joints as we bicycle. Nice. And now one more time, everything up, back and around, hands on the lap. Notice if you're sitting nice and tall. Good. That should feel nice. Now we're going to move in our wrists and our elbows, but let's start with the wrists. So sort of glue those elbows in. And I just want you to turn palms up and down a couple of times. Yeah. So isolating in the wrist, keeping those elbows pretty still. But what we could add is a finger flutter. So just press through each finger as you turn the palms up and down. Press, almost like you're playing scales on a piano there. Good. Fluttering the fingers. I want you to feel each finger nice and active. We don't want arthritis in our joints. So the best thing we can do for getting rid of arthritis is movement in our joints. And we get a lot of fresh synovial fluid when we move. A lot of joint pain comes from the adhesion, but also comes from not enough blood flow. So we'll move to get the blood flow. Now we're going to move those elbows in and out a little bit. So forward and back. Let's add those elbows in. Excellent. So maybe even bigger, like you're conducting an orchestra. Keep those movements of your fingers, your elbows, your wrists. Yeah? Okay, so big movements. Really conduct that orchestra. Yes, there you go. This is what keeps that arthritis at bay. Yes, it breaks things up. If it's already there, it keeps it away if you don't have it yet. Now, what I want you to do is kind of take your arms in and then weave them out to the side and hold them here and keep breathing. Now, can you feel your arms are being supported from the root of your sit bones? I know that sounds funny because we think of our shoulders holding the arms up, but actually think about that stabilization of your arms coming from deep in your core, down at the sit bone area. Good, so that would be a lot of hard work for the shoulders to hold up. We need to pull in the core as well. So let's release and shoulder roll up and around, because we're gonna try that one more time. And I want you to see if you can feel the support of holding your arms comes deep from the core muscles. And by core, I mean your pelvic floor and your lower abdominal muscles. So we're gonna reach down into the core, into our pelvis. Again, take the arms out to the side, but as you do, pull up the pelvic floor like you're stopping the flow of urine, and pull your low belly in and up like you've got tight pants on. Now, see if you can feel that strength, right? The arms almost feel a little lighter, don't they? Because we're using all of this core support. And now while we're here, we're gonna breathe and say to ourselves, I'm so strong today. Good, I'm feeling so strong today. If you can do it, you can do that positive self-talk. Nice. Now we're gonna take the arms up and overhead. So look up, see the palms touch. Excellent, exhale the hands to the heart. And we're gonna pause here in a moment of gratitude, right? So we're just so grateful for our strong arms, our flexible wrists, and just for the breath, our flexible elbows, flexible shoulders. Matching movement with breath, let's take arms out. We're gonna look up, see the palms touch. Exhale, watch the thumbs come back to our heart. And then again, inhale, take the arms out to the side, overhead, look up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. And let's do it again. Inhale, open out, breath in, hands to the heart center, breath out. Inhale, lift up, look up, palms touching. Release the hands to the heart, breathe out. Breathe in, looking up. Breathe out, arms come back in. Now this time, we're gonna take the arms overhead, but we're gonna keep them overhead. Good. So you can interlace everything but index finger and thumb and lean over to the right. So side bend, root that left sit bone. Excellent. Inhale back through center, lengthen, and side bend to the left. Good job. All the way back up with our tall spine. Let's come into cactus position here. So cactus arms can be challenging. You can lower them if you need to, but what our goal is to have elbows in line with shoulders if you can. So let's look to the right, see if that elbow is in line with the shoulder. Good, is that aligned? And then we're gonna look left and see how the elbow and shoulder are aligned on the left. Good, come back through center and just look over to the right and the left a couple times just to get a little extra neck work in. Good, now we're gonna look over to the right here and just watch this right hand do a couple of waves, like you're waving goodbye. Good, lift and lower in that wrist. Let the hand come down a couple of times. Nice, and then bring that back up and look over to your left and see if you can see the left hand wave. Try to keep your wrists on top of your elbow. Excellent job. And then we're gonna come on back. How does all that feel? We're gonna move on, so just steady both hands. Elbows are gonna come together without back bending or rounding, straight spine. Just keep those elbows in, keep the elbows together. Now this could be a challenge too. Maybe you can take your arms away from each other and keep those elbows together, make a little tiny slender V shape. Oh, good job. And then hands back together and release to your lap. Oh, we can really feel that. So let's take another breath in. Exhale and some shoulder rolls. Good, up, back and around. Excellent job. A lot going on with those shoulders today, so take a break anytime you need to. we're gonna work with our straps next. So if you have a belt or a strap or a towel, go ahead and grab it. All right, so you're just gonna do the best you can with shoulder work if you have any sort of issues. Like I said, you can take a break anytime or make your movements smaller anytime you need to. We're gonna take our straps overhead if you're able, as high as you can in the air. Nice. Now, what I want you to do is pull down to the left. So this arm, your hands can be spread out pretty far. So you're gonna pull down with your left hand and then look up under your right arm. So there's a nice stretch along the right armpit area. Good. Now we're gonna take this all the way up to the center, good, and lower the right hand and lift the left. And just look up under that left arm, stretch across your ribs into your armpit. Lots of space in the ribs here on the left side. Good, now we're gonna come back up here and just pull against the strap. Deep breath in and out. Nice, so we're gonna take that left arm all the way up, good job. And just take your right hand off the strap. Internally rotate it and take it up to your middle back. Hang on to the strap again, and then lower, lower, lower that top left arm. So you're holding on to the strap. We're going to try to get your fingers pretty close together, stretching in the shoulders. Now, while we're here, we're going to pull the top arm up. Looks like this in the back. We're going to pull the top arm up and the bottom arm down. This is going to contract into your muscles. It's a good way to lengthen our muscles and strengthen our shoulders. So put a little bit of strength here. Pull that strap apart. Don't forget to breathe. Sitting tall, try not to back arch. Really nice. Now, we're gonna just take this strap off and put it in our lap, okay? We'll get the other side later. For now, we're gonna take our hands to our shoulders, fingertips to the shoulders, and alternate little shoulders back, but they're little, because I don't even want your shoulder blades to move. So roll this around very mindfully, where you're just feeling the shoulder socket move, so the ball in its socket, shoulder blades are still, so it's very small, very mindful. All right, now we're going to try to take that forward. Shoulder blades will move, but as minimally as possible. Just feel that ball and socket roll around in there as you breathe. Okay, now we're going to pause that and make it bigger to where you feel the shoulder blades moving. Feel the difference with the shoulder blades moving now? Good, a little different movement. The shoulder blades are meant to move on the rib cage. They're not adhered. Good, and let's go a little bit more forward. Good. Feeling those shoulder blades roll around. If you can't feel the difference, it's okay. We're just going to do the best we can. Now, we're going to take the arms to the shoulders. Now, let's do both. And as you do, kind of move the spine a little bit. So maybe get a bit of a little cat-cow going in the upper back. So roll forward and back, moving the spine, being a little smart yoga detective. We're going to just notice how this movement comes from a different place than the first one. Good. Now, let's go ahead and steady the hands again, the arms, and just move forward with just the shoulder socket, both of them moving, not the shoulder blade. See if you can minimize that just into the ball in its socket. Interesting, isn't it? Where the spine's not involved, the movement's so much smaller. Now we're going to go backwards, but see if you can engage the shoulder blades. Can you roll them around? Isn't that interesting? Noticing all the different parts of our shoulder girdle and how they work together to move our arms. This is getting a lot of warmth and blood flow into the shoulder. Excellent job. Now just release your hands to your lap. Take another breath in. Shake your arms to release any tension you might have created. So let's go over here to the side, to the front, get that blood flowing. Excellent work. Shake it all out. Seated mountain pose, roll your shoulders back. pay attention to how your shoulders and chest feel. Shoulders, we still have to get to the other side. So take your strap again. Shoulders can be a bit precarious, so do the best you can. Now we're going to take this up again. Arms a little bit wider than shoulders distance. Good. See if you can release your shoulders away from your ears. Neck is long. Good. We don't want shoulders whispering up into the ears. Nice. Couple of breaths. This time, instead of lowering the arms, we're going to twist. So see if you can kind of pull that strap away and then just twist off to your right. Pause, pull the strap apart. Good. Inhale through center. And then turn to your left, twisting. Pause, pull the strap apart. Really strengthen your shoulders. Excellent. Come back through center. Inhale and exhale. Now, right arm's going to stay over. Left arm's just going to release the strap. Remember how we did. Internally rotate it, grab onto the strap, and then start lowering your top arm. So eventually it looks like this. Your hands are going to climb as close together as they will allow. It's okay if they're really far apart, but then just start pulling apart on that strap. So top arm pulls up, bottom arm pulls down. So use some strength on that strap. Good. It's going to wake up the triceps. Do you feel that there? The elbow on top reaches for the sky. The elbow on the bottom pulls down toward the floor. What do you feel as you're pulling? Which arm is winning this tug of war? Your top arm or your bottom arm? Which feels stronger? Just try that out. Try not to arch your back or jet your ribs forward. That's going to put a lot of tension in your ribs and spine, so neutralize if you can. Good. Ooh, okay, that's a lot. Let's just put that strap off to the side for now. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. Did this feel spacious? Grab some water. Do you feel a little more relaxed? How does the spine feel? Are you sitting nice and tall? I hope so. That's our goal. One more thing now. One more thing for the shoulders. I would like for you to open your arms nice and wide again. And we're going to cross the right arm on top and give ourselves a big hug, okay? So reach back for those shoulder blades. Should feel this, they're called scapula. Good, so see if you can feel that. And you might give yourself a little massage so that muscle on the top of the shoulder can be a little tender, so just nice and gentle. And you can remain here or come into eagle's wrap. So maybe the backs of the hands toward each other or the left fingers in the right palm. Nice. So the fingertips come away from you and then they lift up, releasing our shoulders from our ears. Left leg, if possible, crosses at the ankle or at your thigh. Good. You can even hook your foot around if it will go. Inhale and exhale. Hug your armpits, hug your groin. What we're doing is giving ourselves a lovely lymphatic bath. When we drain lymph from our immune system, we're getting a nice immunity bath. So squeeze and hug like a fresh cleansing bath for your body to get rid of waste and toxins. Now we're going to hinge forward, so lowering elbows toward the knees, and breathe into your back body. You can tuck your chin to tap into the thyroid gland, but breathe into the back of your ribs. 2 more deep breaths. Excellent. Now go ahead and come on out, untangle yourself. We're going to sit back in our chair and do just a little shake of our arms and our legs. Yeah, get that blood flowing again to the feet and the hands. Now, we don't have to be a big pretzel like that. You don't have to cross all the way the arms and the legs. You can hug. So, but we can still give ourselves a hug, right? Because who doesn't need a hug? So this time, left arm on top. And if this is your wrap for today, just stay right here. Good. Or maybe backs of the hands together. Maybe the right fingertips in the left palms. Okay, or hugging. But fingertips come away and lift up. We're going to squeeze our armpits, squeeze our groin. Excellent. Take another breath. The right leg is going to cross either at the ankle or at the thigh. But remember, if you can't cross at the thigh, just cross your ankles. Squeeze, squeeze. Please don't go into any pain or discomfort. And then go ahead and lean forward, hug it in, squeeze it in. And just think, I'm giving myself a lymph fluid bath. The lymph nodes under the armpits and groin, getting a lovely, refreshing bath. These immune cells keeping us well. Good. Another breath in. Exhale out. Feel the belly against your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Now again, we're going to take our arms out and open and close. You can even look right, pumping your fingers, and then look left, pumping those fingers. Good. And then look center, moving that circulation. Good job. Circle out the wrists and prance your feet a little bit. Excellent job. We'll sit all the way back. And one more time, shake the arms and the legs, flutter kicking. Good. Shake out your toes, kick it. Excellent job. And just shake out. So all of that was such a nice big blood and lymph flow for us. Just feel your arms now after all that. Feel your shoulders. Seated mountain pose. Take 2 to 3 cleansing breaths. Oh. Check in with how you feel. Okay, we're going to work in our spine, so we'll scoot ourselves forward with our legs open, hands to your kneecaps. And let's inhale, pull the hands back to the hips, look up and arch, squeeze the shoulders. And then exhale, slide your hands down your thighs to your knees, tuck and look at your belly button. Inhale, look up and reach up, pull the arms back. Exhale, round in. Ah, good. So inhale, arch. Exhale, round in. Take a breath in and lift. Exhale and curl. Ah, and just keep moving in and out of cat and cow. And maybe imagining your lungs coming up toward the sun. And then exhale the heart around the spine. Good. Arching and exhaling, rounding. Good job. Now let's just come to a tall spine, heel toe the feet in, and we're just going to take a stretch off to the right and to the left. Good. Just reaching toward the floor, just with the shoulders first, few side bends. And then if you want a little more, maybe this left arm can come up and we'll go a little deeper into it. And then reach the arm up. Can feel good to get that full side body stretch. Oh, reach through those arms. Nice. Keep that mobility in our rib cage area. Okay, let's come up and take our movement a little differently. We'll cross our hand to its opposite shoulder and sit tall, shoulders back. And let's start a twist off to our right. A little washing machine motion. Good. Inhale, center, and twist to the left. So if you think about a washing machine, this is our delicate cycle. This is our very gentle twist side to side. And as you twist with your arms this way, notice where you feel the twist. Where in your spine are you moving? Where do you feel the muscles engaging? Because we're going to add on. As we go to the right, let's just pull that right arm only back. Reach with that arm. Good. Bring that right arm in and we're going to pull the left arm back. Stretch across our chest. Good. Hand comes back to the shoulder. Right arm. Let's look at the thumb as we twist. And then left arm. Stretch. Look over the shoulder. Good. Pull the right arm back and look. Shoulders and spine feel nice and lubricated here. Adding that on. Now, let's take both hands. So as we twist to the right, both arms open. Let's get some movement into the lower body. So let's just open that up. Yeah. Really get into the low back as well as the upper back. Nice. Open that up. Really stretch. So good for our posture. One more to each side. The spine is meant to be in motion. It needs to turn. Good. And then hands to the lap, seated mountain pose. Excellent. We're going to work in our lower back in the pelvis area by taking some hip walks. So you can keep the ball of the feet on the floor if you like and just lift your heel, but I'd like you to see if you can get your whole sit bone up off the floor. Maybe it will help to balance you to take your arms opposite of the sit bone, lifting and pumping. Now see how you feel. If you feel okay, you might be able to take that foot up off the floor, right? Feeling ambitious, lift the whole leg up. Nice. And enjoy your motion. That's what's going to guide you. If there's any pain or discomfort, we'll put the feet back on the floor, right? Breathing well. Excellent. Let's just take a little power walk forward to the front of our chair and back. Good. And go forward. Good. And back. Excellent job. Now sit back in mountain pose. Take a breath in. Exhale out. I'm going to take a little brain work, a little patterning. So I'm going to turn the chair down. I want you to be able to see my feet. Let me not be able to see, so I'll turn it a little bit more. There we go. So I want you to be able to see, what we're going to do is some little patterning. We're going to come onto the ball of the foot, the heel, the heel. So toe, toe, heel, heel. And just see if you can keep the breath flowing. It's the most important thing. As we heel, heel. Got that? So that's the patterning of the feet. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Okay. Now let's just see what we can do with our hands. So the hands are going to touch the knees, touch our shoulders, and open. So it's the same hand, same knee, opposite shoulder, and open like we were before. So that's easy, right? Tap, tap, open. Tap, tap, open. So they're not so bad separate. The challenging part is when we try to put the two together. But we always want to challenge our brain just a little bit because this movement is really helpful for dementia and Alzheimer's. It's a new pattern. So here we go. We're going to add in those feet. So let's go back to the feet. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Once you get it, just keep it flowing. And you can say it to yourself. Sometimes that's helpful. Toe, toe, heel, heel. All right, let's do it one more time. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Now put your whole foot to the floor. Are you ready to put that together? Let's see how we do. So we're going to go to the toe, heel, heel, right? So toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. How are we doing? Toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. 3 more. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Toe, I've already lost it, sorry. Toe, 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 heel, heel. Toe, toe, heel, heel. One more. Toe, toe, heel, heel. There we go. When I start thinking about it too much and then I watch you, I get confused. But it's so good, even if you don't get it perfect. What it's doing is tapping into the hippocampus part of our brain, which helps us with memory. So when we learn those patterns, even if you don't hit it perfectly, it's all right. It's just moving one part of your body differently than the other part. It really kicks the brain in and helps us with that memory. So excellent job. How'd you do? Okay. You might have done better than I did, but it's good to practice that kind of stuff. Good job. So we're going to work with our hips a little bit and warm up these hips. We did a good amount of work in our shoulders. So I like for us to work with the right leg and just pump the knee up toward our chest. And it's working with the hip flexor. This is what allows us to walk up and down stairs. It's a very common movement for us during our day, especially if you have stairs where you live, either to get in and out of your house or upstairs and downstairs. Good. So lifting and lowering. Now, the one we don't get so much of is the circumduction. So we're just going to go around in a pain-free range of motion to get that lubrication, the synovial fluid in the hip. Good. Let's pause and we'll take it the opposite direction. Good. Just keep taking that around and around. Notice how it feels in that hip socket as you roll around in there. Good. Right at the hip crease. And now let's switch sides. So left knee is going to lift and lower. As you pump in, if you press up against your abdomen, you might help digestion a little bit. Just massage the digestive tract. Good. And then circumduction, and of course we've got some lymph flow because we're right into the lymph nodes at the groin. And go the other way, keep the breath flowing, relax your shoulders. Notice how that feels versus the other side. Excellent, and then release the foot down, hands to our lap. Instead of bringing the thigh to the chest, we're gonna take the chest to the thigh. This is like WD-40 for your hip. So lean down and then come forward. Yeah, just like that. So roll forward and back, working the hip joint, the reverse of what we were just doing. Torso over the leg, simple and sweet. Now, if you want a little more for your central nervous system, as you come forward, slide your hands over to your knees, and as you lift up, pull your hands to your hip crease. All right, so this little bit of your hands sliding along the thighs is just really calming for the central nervous system. Good. Give that brain some information as well about any areas that might be tense. Information in your joints. Getting warmed up and lubricated here in the hips. Good. Now let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Now those hips are nice and warm. We're going to awaken the pelvis again by taking our hip walk. So come all the way to the back of your chair. And let's take that little walk forward again and take it back. So we'll be shifting weight from one glute to the other. You can go fast or slow, you pick your pace. Just try to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. Really lift that hip off the chair as high as you can, right? Because that's going to strengthen our core, our back, our hips. Nice. This is a good one. If you don't get to take big walks outside, just take a walk in your chair. Nice. Take that stroll forward. What we're going for is circulation in our pelvis. Good. Let's go back and forth. There's 1. Good. 2 more times. Back and forward. Last one here. Back. Good. And forward. Awesome job. Now we're going to come from a sitting position to a standing position just 2 times. We're going to have our arms out in front of us. We want our feet hips distance and right underneath our knees, okay? So with our arms out, they're gonna help us. Use your feet to come forward, connect to the floor, stand. Nice, now see where your chair is back there. We're gonna hover, so don't just plop. Hover, hover, hover. 3, 2, 1, and then sit. Oh, let's see if we can try that again. Now you know what we're doing. So let's go slowly, take your time. Use your legs, good. Now we're not gonna sit, we're gonna go and hover over the chair if you can. You need to sit, but if you can hover, 3, 2, 1, good job. Now take a breath. Oh, we're gonna come back to standing, same way. So lean it out, we're gonna come and stay in mountain pose. Oh, good job. So come to mountain at your chair. Great job. Now, we're gonna feel the weight in our feet. So checking our posture, shoulders roll back and down. So I want you to feel your feet on the ground and feel how tall you can take your posture in, right? Without a lot of effort. Soften your shoulders away from your ears again. Deep breath, arms dangling. And just start to feel your weight shift to your left and to your right. So put weight into your left foot and your right foot. So you're kind of tottering side to side. Feeling connected to the ground. Good. So white cat, some of you have cats, and we talk about this. It's kind of the best analogy I can think of because my daughter has cats. And she tells me how they do that pawing, where they push into the floor. So that's what I want you to do. Just go side to side. Excellent. Bend your knee. And then, so you can feel that with your feet. Pretend you have paws. Now come to the center where you're not on your right or your left foot, but I want you to lean forward. And when you lean forward, feel how your toes kind of grip and your quads tense. And then lean back to your kind of weight on your heels. Your core kicks in a little more, right? Now let's go forward, left, and right to the heels, to the side, making a circle with our body over our feet. Keep breathing. If you can come off the chair and circle, great. If not, use the chair. Now go to the other direction, the edge of the feet, the heel, the ball of the foot, so that we learn to find center, right in the center, tall and centered and grounded. Step back just a little bit, and we're going to bend our knees and do little bouncing if you can. Doesn't have to be much. There's a lot of cartilage, soft tissues, meniscus in the knees, and they're squishy little plates. So we want to lubricate them like little marshmallows. Squish and squish and squish. Lots of bounciness means lots of lubrication. I have a lot of bone on bone, and this is just really good to lubricate in there. Kind of makes you feel like a kid again. Good. Now come on up and stand, and we're going to come down into a position either like you're sitting on a high stool or a little bit lower into a chair pose. So strong legs. Now hands, if you can, beside of you. If you need to hold on with one hand, feel free, but roll your shoulders back and down. Knees will support you now. They're all warmed up. Breath is flowing. If you can, sit maybe a little deeper, and right arm comes out, palm in, and maybe up. Nice. Lower your right arm, and we're going to lift the left arm. Good job. Out and up. Oh, good stuff. Take that back and come up to standing. Oh, nice job. Let's try our tree pose. So we'll have our chair to our left hand. We're going to place weight in our left foot and your right arch at the left ankle. Good. What we want, you can even brush it open, is an external rotation. And then tuck your tail a little bit. Okay, so again, standing tall, you can have your hand at your heart. You could grow a branch if you like. If you want a little more, you could always slide your foot up to your calf, but only if you feel like you want a little extra challenge, okay? And then tapping here, one finger challenge, play the piano. Maybe you want your hand at your hip or hovering, or you can grow. Now your branches can be low, they can be here, or they can be high. You choose where you want your arms. They do not have to match mine. One can be absolutely close to the chair at all times, so you feel safe. Find a focal point, tuck your tail just a little bit. See if you can feel your toes on the left foot. Grow roots down into the ground. Lift your chest. Another deep breath. Good. Exhale. We're going to shake that out and take it to the other side. So let's go ahead and step on our right foot. Now this is our tree trunk leg, our right leg, so the tree trunk leg. Feel the roots grow down into the ground. Now you can keep your hand here. Just want you to lean into it, just light touch. You could grow a branch. It doesn't have to be a big branch. This other hand can tap. You can come higher maybe if you like, but this is externally rotating. This is tucking. And then wherever you like your branches to be, that's where you'll go. Good. So just stay and breathe. Maybe less fingers, maybe it's just one, maybe they're tapping. Just try to challenge yourself a little bit. Here we go. And let's count 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Kick that out, tree pose. Excellent job. Okay, what we're gonna do now is hold on to our chair and take a little fake walk in place. This is called prancing, where the heels lift, alternate one and the other. The ball of the foot stays on the floor. So you can kind of slinky your hips side to side. That's gonna help your hip joints, knees and ankle joints, all getting attention. Good. So again, we wanna move the areas that get arthritis, so they get synovial fluid and blood flow. Okay, now we're gonna try a little toe tap out. So let's place the chair over to the left. Now we're gonna see if we can tap with or without your left hand to the chair. Our right toe out in front of us. Good, we're gonna bring it back in. We're gonna take it off to the side, back in, and then tap it behind us. Good. And back in. So let's try that again. So 12 o'clock, center, 3 o'clock, center, 9. Now this next time, if we can, see if we can hover and not tap. If you need to, the chair's here. So hover over 12, foot off the floor if possible, tap in the center, hover over 3, hip flex or hip stabilizers. And then in the back, hover over 6, gluteus maximus. Good job. Let's march that out. We'll take it to the other side. Doing our toe taps. We're going to start on the left leg, tapping to 12. Bring back to center. Tap to 9. Center. And back to 6. Good. Now maybe we're going to tap, but less use of the chair. That one's up to you, but we're gonna keep tapping the floor. Good, and then back, finding a focal point. Now this time you can hang on again if you need to. We're gonna try to hover the foot, so do what you need to here to balance. But when we come to 12, that's our quadricep muscle in the front. Tap, gluteus medius and minimus, hip stabilizers on the side, abductor. Stand, and in the back, gluteus maximus. Hover and stand. Excellent job. Let's come back to that prancing again. Shimmy your hips, that fake walk. Lift up one hip and then the other. Excellent job. Stretch out your arms, stretch out your legs. Good. Okay, let's come back to our chairs. Have a seat with our strap. Great work, everybody. We're going to put the strap around our right ball of our foot. So we want to get into the muscles of the back of the leg that get quite tight. Hamstrings, calves, Achilles. Right foot gets the strap. Okay. Woo. So let's really flex our foot a lot. Relax your shoulders back and down, elbows pretty close to your ribs. Press the heel away from you. Nice. Take a big breath in, breath out. Now we're going to pump the leg in and out a couple of times because we've been working in the joints, working on getting fluid there. It's a good one for the knee. Extend and push. Good. Bend and push. Push away, just hold here. Get the muscles strengthening and stretching. Good job. Okay, so we're going to take this into the right hand, externally rotate, open out to the side. It's our inner thigh and the knee. Left arm, we're just going to pull back, gaze over the shoulder. Try not to take that left knee with you. It's going to face straight on. Sit tall. Excellent. We're going to come back to center, stretching, good. And then if you can, crisscross over, if not, stay straight on. And then let's relax through the chest as we pull that arm back. Press to the heel, toes up, sit tall, deep breath. Nice job. A little twist behind for the digestive system, cleansing breaths. Outer thigh. And then here we go in pigeon pose. So setting this up. Nice. We can massage our feet. So using your thumbs to get the plantar fascia, the inside edge of your foot. Fingers can get the top of your foot. Good job. I'm going to be able to feel the ground. We have a lot of proprioceptors, how we balance in our feet. So we're going to warm them up and massage there. Excellent job. Okay, so flexing the toes, we're going to sit tall and lean forward, stretching our hips, keeping our head in extension of the spine. Breathing deeply. Good job. Another big breath in. Exhale. Nice. One more thing for the foot. We're going to hold on to the ball of the foot. We're going to, with our left hand, turn the ball of the foot up. With your right hand, push the heel down toward the floor, like you're wringing out a dish rag. And then do the opposite. Turn the ball of the foot down and the heel up. So you're kind of wringing out there. A lot of joints in your feet. Do that one more time. Ball of the foot up, the heel down. 33 joints in our feet. So we want to make sure we're tending to the feet too. Ball of the foot down, heel up, and then just circle out your ankle. Good. Need that mobility. And we'll circle out the other way. And point and flex a few times the whole foot. And then point and flex just your toes. Get those toes going. Excellent job. All right, let's go try this to the other side. So let's put the strap around the left ball of the foot, sitting tall. Excellent work. And we're going to pump in and out a couple of times before we do our stretches. Press away, strengthening the muscles of the legs. Feel the strength of the leg. Good. Pushing here, nice and deep with the strong legs. Do a few more. Excellent. Now stretch it out there and hold. Nice. Press the heel forward, toes up, get nice and tall, deep breath. Just reach out there as far as you can. And then left hand takes the strap. Anytime you have a tight muscle, you can always kind of tap at it too if you like. Pull that right arm back. Take a deep breath. Good. Try to relax your shoulder. We don't want to tense in the shoulders. Breathe. Good. And then come back through center. Notice that the back of the knee, we don't want any pain there. If it's feeling at all painful, bend your knee a little bit. Good. Just means you're overstretching. You can also take your hand and give a little massage to that outer thigh that's super tight. If you want to do a little tapping or pull the arm back. And then just setting our ankle up for a pigeon. This side might feel a little tighter, just notice. Let's massage the feet. Sometimes we have that plantar fasciitis on one foot more than the other. It could be a little tender, just ease up a bit. But if we have a tighter side, it signals patterns. And maybe you want to shift your weight and walk more on one side or the other, sit differently, because that kind of travels up to your back. So we want to explore that. Excellent. Let's go ahead and lean forward. A little bit of tightness on one side's normal. A lot might be noticing that there's something going on, so just be aware. Good. And then let's circle around our ankle while we're here, getting that mobility. Breathing. If you have a super tight hip, you can stretch that one twice as long, so it gets extra stretchy. Go the other way. Excellent. And then toes back and forth. And then the whole foot pointing and flexing. Good job. All right. Let's go ahead and come back into our seated mountain position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Notice how the breath is moving. Moving in and out. Roll those shoulders back and around. And we're noticing how we feel now versus how we started class, in mind and body and in spirit. Good. And one more time, we're gonna stretch those arms out again, using the pelvic floor, using our abdominals, good. And then we'll hug left or right arm on top, doesn't matter, just notice and take a twist. One side and the other. Good. We'll open the arms out again. Good. From the sit bone core area, opposite arm on top. Good. Give yourself a hug and a twist. So we're just grateful for our healthy bodies that move. Excellent job. And then release your hands to your lap. Just close your eyes, telling ourselves all is well, all is good. Thank you so much for joining today in our movement practice. Hope you have a wonderful day. Arms up and overhead. Pulling gratitude in for the rest of the day. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye. Take great care of yourselves. Thanks for joining. See you again real soon. Take care.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.